Imagine just a seemingly ordinary day. You're going about your business, maybe you're heading off to a friend's wedding.
Yeah.
And then a routine stop, something you wouldn't think twice about, turns into something, well, something much darker. Something that tests your absolute limits and reveals the really ugly side of power.
Today we're doing a deep dive into an extraordinary real-life story. It's really about how one person's courage, and actually their strategic patience, managed to expose this huge network of corruption.
Or within the very places meant to uphold justice.
Exactly. It's a narrative that honestly pulls back the curtain on a pretty astonishing incident. We're looking at how power gets abused and how integrity, when it's unwavering, can actually spark massive change.
And our insights for this, they come directly from excerpts of Neelam Verma, Unmasking Corruption. It's quite the read. Our mission really is to unpack the shocking details, how power was misused, but also how that single thread of integrity brought things crashing down. So let's get into it. It starts with Neelam Verma. She's 27, an SDM that's a subdivisional magistrate, so quite a senior administrative role.
Right, a person with authority.
Exactly. But on this day, she's just in regular clothes, riding her scooter, off to a friend's wedding. Simple enough. She gets to a police checkpoint. There are 3 or 4 police guys there, and Daroga Sanjay Kumar, he's in uniform.
And this is where it starts to go wrong, almost immediately. The source says the police stop her, and right away their behavior is just, well, it's disturbing.
How so?
They're making inappropriate comments, trying to touch her, even suggesting she could earn money if she had the intention. It's just this instant, brazen abuse of their position.
Wow. And Daroga Sanjay Kumar, he jumps in with fake reasons for stopping her.
Yeah, straight away. Claims she wasn't wearing a helmet, says she was speeding. Total fabrications, according to the source.
In Neelam, inside, she must be furious.
Oh, absolutely. The source mentions her anger, but she makes this really critical choice right then. She decides to stay silent, just observe.
Why do that? Why not just say who she is immediately?
Well, she realizes their intentions are clearly bad, right? These excuses are flimsy. By not revealing her identity, by not reacting, she's basically letting them dig their own hole.
Giving them enough rope.
Exactly, letting them fully expose how they operate. It's a gamble, but it's incredibly strategic. She's gathering evidence in a way just by observing their actions.
Okay, so her calm, quiet responses, they don't de-escalate things.
No, quite the opposite. Her lack of reaction seems to fuel their aggression. And then comes this moment that's just, well, it's shocking.
What happens?
Daroga Sanjay Kumar slaps her. A hard slap right across the face.
Just like that, out of nowhere.
Just like that. The source describes it as a really hard slap. And the physical harassment doesn't stop there. They try to drag her, they pull her hair, one of them hits her scooter with a stick.
This is just brutal.
Yeah.
And she's still holding back, not telling them who she is.
Still holding back, deliberately. She wants to see just how low they'll stoop, how much they'll disgrace the administration, the uniform they're wearing. It's remarkable presence of mind, really, under extreme duress.
And they're taunting her, too.
Oh, yeah. Saying they'll teach her a lesson, take her to the station for service. The language itself is just chilling. It escalates so fast from a supposed traffic stop to outright menacing abuse.
So inevitably, she's taken to the police station.
Yeah.
Forcibly.
Yes. And the moment Daroga Sanjay Kumar gets inside the station, his arrogance is just on full display. He's shouting loudly, demanding tea, and referring to Neelam as special goods.
In front of everyone at the station.
Apparently so. Just complete brazenness. And Neelam, she's still in that mode of silent observation, taking it all in, watching how they treat other people there too, probably people who feel powerless to speak up.
Right. She's seeing the systems decay from the inside now.
Exactly. And this leads to an exchange that is, truly jaw-dropping.
Go on.
Neelam overhears Daroga Sanjay Kumar talking to a constable. He explicitly tells the constable to fabricate charges against her. Make up charges like theft, blackmailing.
To invent crimes.
Yes. And then he says this line, and it really sticks with you. Evidence is not requested here. Evidence is created here.
Wow. That says everything, doesn't it?
It really does. It's
Right.
not just about a few bad apples anymore. That statement points to a culture, a system where the law is just twisted to serve their purposes. It's not about justice. It's about control and corruption.
And Neelam must be thinking, if this is how they treat someone, anyone, without knowing who she is,
Precisely. The source mentions her internal thought: if an SP, a superintendent of police, a really senior officer, could theoretically be treated like this, just thrown in jail on fake charges, well, what chance does an ordinary citizen have?
It's a terrifying thought. So they ask her name at some point.
They do. And she gives them a fake one, tactically. Says her name is Neha Kapoor. Sanjay Kumar just mocks her, calls her clever, but says she'll face the consequences.
And then lockup.
Yep.
Forced into what the source describes as a rotten lockup with 2 other prisoners. Then moved to another cell. Even worse, foul-smelling, dark, a broken table, a rusted iron rod. It just hammers home her realization that, for these guys, the law is limited to files. It has no bearing on reality here.
Okay, so things seem pretty bleak. Does anything change?
Well, there's a shift when the SHO arrives. That's the station house officer, Surendra Singh. He seems, different.
Different how?
He shows immediate concern when he sees Neelam's condition. There's a flicker of something not quite right in his reaction, according to the text.
And Neelam, still silent.
Still silent when he asks her name. And this silence, it makes Surendra Singh suspicious. He orders her moved to a solitary cell. It's a small thing, maybe, but it's a deviation. It suggests he senses something isn't adding up.
A crack in the facade, perhaps?
Maybe. Because what happens next is quite dramatic. The district magistrate, the DM, arrives at the police station.
Okay, now that's a big deal. The DM is the top administrative official for the whole district. Exactly. And he's clearly angry. He walks in, goes straight to Sanjay Kumar, and starts questioning him about these charges, the evidence. Sanjay is trapped. He has no real answers.
This is getting intense.
It really is. And then comes the pivotal moment. The DM turns and asks Neelam directly for her name.
After everything she's been through.
Yeah.
The slap, the lockup, the taunts.
Right. And the source describes her with just a calm, maybe even faint smile. And she says, clearly, this is DM Neelam Verma.
Oh my God. The ultimate mic drop.
Pretty much. Imagine the scene. Utter silence falls over the entire police station. Shock, terror. Especially on Durga Sanjay Kumar's face. You could probably hear a pin drop.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
So what's Neelam's first move now that the tables have turned so dramatically?
She's incredibly calm but firm. Her immediate decision: Sanjay Kumar is suspended, effective immediately, and he'll face legal proceedings.
No hesitation.
None. But Sanjay Kumar makes a desperate play. He pulls out a transfer order dated 3 days earlier. He thinks this gets him off the hook, right? Like, I wasn't technically supposed to be here anyway.
Trying to find a loophole. Does it work?
Well, SHO Surendra Singh confirms the order is real, but, and this is crucial, Sanjay Kumar hadn't officially handed over charge to the incoming officer yet.
So he was still responsible?
Absolutely. Legally, administratively, he was still the Daroga in charge at that moment, fully accountable for everything that happened under his command during that time. The transfer order doesn't absolve him.
The loophole closes.
Slams shut. And Neelam tells him, quite chillingly, your new address will be where you used to put others. Basically, jail.
Oof. Powerful words.
And as constables move to arrest him, Sanjay makes one last desperate gamble. He starts shouting, trying to drag others down with him, claims everyone is involved, connected all the way up in the station.
Trying to save himself by implicating the whole system.
Exactly. But Neelam and the DM, they don't flinch. Their response is immediate and decisive. The entire police station needs to be cleared out. No one will be spared.
A full sweep.
A full sweep. And meanwhile, outside, journalists had apparently gotten wind that something was up. They were suspicious. Now, the news breaks, and it spreads like wildfire. There's no suppressing this now.
So the exposure is immediate and public.
Yes. And then the senior superintendent of police arrives, the SSP. He's the district police chief, even more senior than an SP. He walks in, clearly annoyed, questioning all the drama.
How does Neelam handle that? He's a very powerful figure.
She confronts him directly, looks him in the eye, and says something like, "Do you think you will escape?"
Wow. Directly challenging the district police chief.
And right then, SHO Surendra Singh, the one who seemed a bit different earlier, he steps forward and hands Neelam a file.
What's in the file?
Evidence, exposing the SSP's own corrupt dealings. Apparently, Surendra Singh had been compiling it.
Incredible timing. So the SHO was playing a longer game too.
It seems that way. He chose his moment. And the DM, seeing this evidence, doesn't hesitate. He immediately orders the SSP's arrest.
Arresting the district police chief? That would send shockwaves.
Huge shockwaves. The news flies up the chain of command, all the way to the chief minister of the state, and the CM's response: a direct order for mass arrests.
So this one incident, Neelam's ordeal, it triggers a massive crackdown.
Absolutely massive. Within just 2 days, the source says over 40 police officers, more than 10 senior officers, and even several politicians in that district, Faridpur, were arrested.
That's staggering. All from one woman's refusal to break her decision to observe and endure.
It's incredible, isn't it? The ultimate impact described is a completely changed atmosphere in the administration there, a new way of thinking, and maybe most importantly, a profound sense of accountability, perhaps even fear, that wasn't there before. All thanks to SDM Neelam Verma's integrity and, frankly, her astonishing courage.
So when we step back and look at this whole story, what's the big takeaway? What does it all mean for us listening to this?
Well, I think this deep dive into Neelam Verma's experience, it's obviously about her incredible bravery, yes, but it's more than that. It really illustrates how individual integrity, especially when combined with, strategic patience and careful observation.
Yeah, the observation part was key.
Absolutely. How that combination can actually expose and start to dismantle corruption that's really deeply dug in. It shows that one person can potentially transform a system or at least start the process.
It's a powerful reminder about the importance of acting strategically, not just reacting, right?
Yeah.
And sticking to your principles even when things get incredibly tough.
Exactly. It underscores the importance of pursuing justice even when the odds seem completely stacked against you. It kind of redefines power, doesn't it? True power isn't the authority that guy Sanjay Kumar wielded abusively.
Right.
It's the moral courage, the integrity that Neelam showed that ultimately won the day, that refusal to compromise her principles.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's something to think about, maybe for you listening. Consider a time, perhaps in your own life, your work, your community, where you sensed something was, well, off. Maybe not on this scale, of course, but something wasn't right. Did you hesitate to act? Most of us probably have. But what if, like Neelam Verma, you had that presence of mind, that courage to really observe what was happening, maybe document it, and then strategically challenge it?
It's a good question.
It is. But how might understanding these kinds of mechanisms, how systemic failure works, how corruption takes root, how might that understanding empower you, empower us to actually identify and maybe even address issues, big or small, in our own lives, our own spheres of influence?
Yeah, it's definitely something worth mulling over. How do you translate that kind of courage and strategy into everyday situations?
Exactly. Something to think about.